Welcome to Bedtime Flow. My name is Adriana with Neorafit, and today I'll be guiding you through a quick flow to help you wind down from your day. For today's practice, you will need one prop. You can either grab a yoga block, a bolster, a folded up blanket, or a stack of folded towels. Once you've got your props together, put on some relaxing music to help you keep winding down, and we'll get started right away. We'll begin today's practice in a half straddle by extending your left leg out to the left and folding your right foot in. Then set your left hand down either inside or outside of your leg, whatever feels most natural, and we'll take a neck release. Reach out through right fingertips and hover your left ear down to left shoulder. Roll your chin a little bit forward and a little bit back until you find that perfect angle for the right side of your neck. And once you find it, pause there. Take an inhale, press into your left palm and lift your ribs up. Exhale, glide your shoulder blades down your back and relax your jaw. Inhale into the right side of your neck. And exhale, allow your sit bones to root down into the mat, feeling for a long spine. Start to feel the tension of your day melting away. And from here, use your left hand to help your head back up to center, and then we'll come into head to knee pose. So right now your hips are pretty open. Go ahead and shift so that now your hip points are facing towards your left leg. Walk your hands out in front of you. Inhale, lift up through your ribs, and as you exhale, start to gently fold forward. You may be able to walk your hands a little bit further out in front of you, but there's no need to push yourself into a deeper stretch than your body needs right now, especially as we're getting ready for bedtime. So feel for a long spine more so than anything. And if there's too much tension in the back of your left leg, another option here is to bend your knee a bit so that your belly and thigh can connect, then fold. And from that space, staying connected belly to thigh, maybe you ease your left heel an inch or so forward, maintaining that soft bend. We'll stay here for just one more deep breath. Breathe into your lower back. And exhale, relax through your neck. Walk yourself back up to a seat. Now from here, bend your right knee and cross your right leg over your left. So option one is to stay right here. Another option is to bend your left knee so that you bring your heel outside of your right sit bone. Then from there, you can either hug your left elbow around your thigh to help squeeze it in towards your chest, or take it outside of your thigh if you're feeling really twisty today. Then place your right hand behind your back for a little support. Inhale to sit tall. And exhale, draw your belly in to twist. Inhale, find a little more length through your spine. And exhale, deepen your twist. And stay here for one more deep breath and avoid really overdoing it in your neck. You don't necessarily need to twist your neck so much. You can even keep your chin right over your sternum and you'll still get all the same benefits of that twist. And when you're ready, gently unwind from the twist. Slide your right leg and your left leg out of that shape and come into Badakanasana by placing the soles of your feet together and knees wide. You can give yourself a little foot massage here. You can grab your ankles. You can choose to sit upright the whole time, or if you'd like to start to go into a fold, start to pour your hip points forward, maintaining a long spine as you fold, and walk your hands out in front of you for a little bit of support. You don't have to go into the deepest possible fold today. That's not necessarily the goal. And we'll stay here for one more deep breath. And walk yourself out of that. And we'll come into neck release on the other side. Extend your right leg out to the right and fold your left foot in towards inner thigh. Neck release. Place your right hand down inside or outside of your leg. Reach out through your left fingertips and hover your right ear down towards right shoulder. And once again, roll your chin forward and back a few times, finding that perfect angle for the left side of your neck. And once you find the spot that feels right, hold there. Inhale, telescope your ribs up, feeling for lifting up one rib at a time. Exhale, glide your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Now inhale into your lower back. Exhale, root down through your sit bones and draw your belly in slightly so you feel supported. Relax your jaw and feel for a release of any tension that isn't necessary. And then to come out, lower your left hand, use your right hand to help your head up, and then shift your hips to face towards your right leg. Bring your hands to either side of your right leg. Inhale, lift up through your ribs, and exhale, start to come into your really gentle forward fold. So again, another option is to bend your knee quite a bit, especially if your low back or hamstrings are pretty sensitive. This is a good option. Bring your belly and connect it to your thigh. That way your low back stays long the whole time. And then maybe you slide your heel an inch or so forward, but the whole time that belly to thigh connection stays. Or if you don't have any sensitivity, just still maintain a long spine and come into a mild fold. We'll stay here for 2 more deep breaths. And 1 final breath. And walk yourself out of that fold. Then from here, bend your left knee, ground your left foot down, and cross your left foot across your right thigh, setting up for your twist. So option to keep the right leg extended, or bend your right knee and bring the heel outside of your left sit bone. Wrap your right arm around your left thigh, or even take the elbow outside of your thigh if that feels good for you today. Then place your left hand behind you for a little support. Inhale, lift up through your ribs. And exhale, begin to twist. Inhale, find a little more length through your spine. And exhale, deepen your twist. And again, you don't have to twist from your neck. You can just keep your chin right over your sternum. There's not a ton of benefit from really cranking your neck, especially if you use your neck quite a bit throughout the day, or you carry a lot of tension in your neck. We'll stay here for 1 more deep breath. And start to unwind from your twist. And then lie down on your back. But before you lie down, make sure that your prop, either your block, blankets, towel, or bolster, are close by. Then lay on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the mat. Press into your feet, lift your hips up, and slide the block underneath your glutes. Setting up for psoas release. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. You can grab onto your shin, back of your thigh, or even just pieces of your clothing, or you can use a strap if you'd like. Bring your knee in towards your chest, and then feel your rib cage drop down towards the ground. Then when you're ready, start to extend your left leg forward. So if possible, your left leg will stay straight with your heel on the ground. But if you find that in order to straighten your leg, you have to lift your heel up, go ahead and place something under it. Maybe a second block or a book or just anything really underneath your heel. You can also keep your knee bent if you don't want to go grab a prop right now. And take some deep breaths. This pose is called psoas release, and it targets the psoas muscle, which is a deep hip flexor muscle that connects your spine to your legs. It's used in walking, running, sitting, standing, biking, just about everything, but it's also tied to your fight or flight response. So anytime that response is triggered, this muscle tenses and gets you ready to do whatever it is you're going to do, whether it's flee, run away, or fight, or freeze. And so because this muscle is tied up in that response, it can carry a lot of stress and a lot of fear, a lot of emotion in general. But the other thing that tenses this muscle in the same way is sitting for long periods of time, which most of us do. So as you breathe here, close your eyes and visualize the hip just like unwinding. Visualize your day melting away. This may not feel like a deep stretch, and that's actually not the goal. You don't need to feel a deep stretch here. The goal is to get this muscle to just relax. That's it, just to release. To let go of some of that tight, stressed energy. Stay here for 1 more slow breath. Inhale into your low belly. And exhale, relax as much as you can. And to come out, it's pretty specific. So we want to keep your right knee right where it is. Bend your left knee, slide your heel back, and then release your right foot down to meet the left, back to your start position. If you need to adjust for comfort, go ahead and do that now. And then draw your left knee into your chest. Grab onto whatever you can reach. Piece of clothing, back of the thigh, shin. Feel for your rib cage dropping down towards the ground. And then when you're ready, reach your right heel forward, maybe placing it on top of a block or a book or whatever you have handy if the leg starts to bend. And then close your eyes and go back to visualizing this muscle unwinding. I like to imagine it like a rope that has tons of knots in it. And in my mind, as I hold this pose, I like to see each of those little knots just dissolving on its own so that the muscle is still strong, but not carrying so much. In some traditions, this muscle is even considered the seat of the soul. So as you breathe here, so as you breathe here, breathe life into your hips. And give yourself permission to let go of whatever is weighing heavy on your soul or just on your psoas. We'll be here for another 3 slow breaths. And after your third exhale to come out, slide your right heel back and then release your left foot down to meet the right. Press into your feet, lift your hips up, slide the block or whatever prop you have out from under you, move it out of your way. Take a moment with your hips still lifted and then slowly release your hips down to the ground. Walk your feet to the edges of the mat and let your knees fall in against each other. This can feel really nice on your sacrum and your low back, so keep this pose in mind. You can even do it lying in bed. And take a moment here. Maybe you windshield wiper side to side, or maybe it just feels nice to stay still. We'll be here for one more breath, either in movement or stillness. And then from here, draw your knees in towards your chest and roll all the way over onto your right side for supine twist. Stack your ankles, knees, and hips so that you've got about a 90-degree angle here with your knees in line with your hips and ankles below your knees. You can reach your right arm out to the side, or you can rest it on your thigh or on your belly, whatever is comfortable. Then reach your left arm overhead with your palm facing down, fingertips either on the ground, or if it's really hard to reach that, use your prop to rest your hand on. Take an inhale into the left side of your ribs. And as you exhale, start to let your chest roll open towards the ceiling without anything in your lower body changing. Inhale again into the left side ribs. And exhale, roll your chest open, maybe 1 more centimeter if you have the space. And then from here, just allow yourself to soften and let gravity do the work of twisting you. With each deep breath into your ribs, maybe you let go of 1 more layer of tension that allows your heart to keep opening towards the ceiling. Now, if you open so much that your left shoulder blade touches the ground, reach your left arm out to the left. Otherwise, just keep it overhead the whole time. And 1 last deep breath here. And then roll everything back through center and switch sides. Roll over onto your left side, stack your knees at the height of your hips, ankles below your knees. Find that 90-degree angle first. Rest your left hand either on thigh, belly, or out to the side, and reach your right arm overhead. Inhale here, breathing into the right side ribs. Exhale, melt your heart open towards the ceiling. Inhale into your right side. Exhale, rotate your heart open towards the ceiling. Keep your lower body the same. And again, if your right shoulder blade touches the mat, then maybe extend your right arm out to the right if that's comfortable. Otherwise, keep your arm overhead so that your shoulder is protected. Feel for tension unwinding from your body as you twist. Letting go of the need to go deeper and just let yourself be wherever you are. And one last deep breath here. And roll back onto your back. Squeeze your knees into your chest one last time. Find a little rock side to side. And then you can find Badakanasana feet to face by placing the soles of your feet together and grabbing onto your ankles, and then drawing your feet towards your face. So maybe they only go about this far. Maybe you can touch your toes to your nose. Wherever you are is perfect. Just feel for keeping your hips grounded, your whole low back grounded. And then release that. And we'll set up for final Shavasana in legs up the wall. So if you're not already set up next to a wall, go ahead and adjust your mat so that you are backed up to a wall. And then we'll get set up. To get into the pose, you'll set up next to the wall and lie down on your side, just like you did in Supine Twist. Roll onto your back, and as you roll, extend your legs up the wall. You can inch yourself a little bit closer until your hips touch the wall, but that's not actually necessary. And if it's uncomfortable to keep your legs flush against the wall, back up out of it a little bit. Now, options here, if you have something like a blanket close by, you may want to lay the blanket on top of your feet just for a little bit of extra weight. You can rest your hands on your belly or out to the sides, whatever is most comfortable. But then close your eyes. And start to slow down your breath. Legs up the wall is a naturally relaxing pose. It's great for circulation, great for insomnia, and good for releasing stress as well as low back pain. As you breathe here, start to take a slow internal scan of your body from the soles of your feet slowly to the crown of your head. Feel your feet relax. Feel your calves relax. Your knees relax. Your thighs relax. And feel your legs relax so much that you feel the weight of your legs dropping down into the hip joints, helping your hips to relax. Feel your lower back relax. Feel your belly relax. Feel your mid-back relax. Your upper back relax. Feel your chest relax. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your upper arms relax. Feel your forearms relax. Feel your hands relax. And feel your neck relax. Feel your throat relax. Feel your jaw relax. Your cheeks relax. Your eyes relax. Feel your forehead relax. Feel your whole body relax. And if you'd like to stay here longer, pause the video now and stay for as long as you'd like. And if you're ready to move, start to deepen your breath first. Wiggle your fingers and toes and gently roll your head from right to left, reawakening your spine. Take a huge inhale and stretch your arms over your head like you just woke up from a nap. Maybe even point your toes. And as you exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest and roll over onto your side to come out of the pose. And then gently press yourself up to a seat. Place your hands together at your heart once you arrive, taking a moment to seal in your practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I truly hope that you enjoyed this practice and that you're feeling relaxed. My name again is Adriana Lee with Neorafit. Namaste.